Those who have a lot of money can buy whatever they want, right? It's easy to assume that the wealthy like blowing their money. That's not the case at all. As it turns out, wealthy people are well versed in the best way to spend their money as well as the worst things to do. They don't like to spend money on things that don't provide them anything in exchange. Either, it's no secret that super wealthy want to avoid a number of charges that we do not. If you just joined us, welcome! Subscribing and giving a thumbs up is always a good idea for YouTube's algorithm, so please do so. Let's get down to business now. Number 1. Lottery tickets. Don't bother with the lotto if you really want to get rich. Millionaires just don't find to stop by a grocery store lottery queue on regular basis. Did you even know the probability of winning Powerball as in 1 in 292 million? If you assume the chances are on your side, you're wrong. Powerball tickets cost $2. If you take a moment to do calculations, which is not that much, instead of saving money buying 2 tickets each time, you'll end up spending more than $400 in gambling. You may be surprised by these numbers, but there are smarter options that can transform $400 into guaranteed profit. Take advantage of opportunities to grow wealth, like saving for retirement or paying for college. Instead of gambling with your money, you'll have $28,055 in your bank account in 30 years if you invest $416 every year at least 5% rate of return. Number 2. Television channels and gaming consoles. Lazing on the sofa and looking at the monitor all day isn't how wealthy people make their money. Those are common pastimes that have a negative impact on productive capacity. Most rich people don't waste their money on extravagant entertainment purchases like cable TV or the latest and greatest games. When contrasted to homes with annual salaries exceeding $75,000, adults in homes earning less than $25,000 spend significantly more time enjoying entertainment such as TV, computer games, or radio. In comparison to higher income homes, lower income homes were shown to have higher levels of technology consumption. The book Rich Habits by Thomas backed this up. 67% of wealthy persons in the book stated that they do not watch television. It's important to distinguish between recreational and work-related video gaming, though sitting in the front of a computer screen all day can earn a handsome salary for some people. In fact, number 3. Shopping on the spot. We see billionaires waste money on stupid things, but the clever few are cautious. Isn't it amazing that Bill Gates is seen wearing a $10 wristwatch? Also, Warren Buffett enjoys the same meal at McDonald's every day for only $3.17. It is important to remember that wealth isn't acquired by recklessly blowing everything on meaningless pleasures. Let's take a look at the following examples. No matter what your intention was, you probably ended up leaving with a shopping cart full of purchases. You may have purchased a few extra goods because they were on sale for buy one, get one free at the supermarket. You may have snagged a pair of designer handbags during a flash sale at your favorite fashion store. Rich consumers are unlikely to indulge in this type of spending. Planning and spontaneous purchases don't always go hand in hand. Excessive spending from a lack of planning can lead to a variety of negative outcomes. Waste, excessive spending, and accumulating debt. More than anybody else, they're aware of the possibility of achieving a higher standard of living by exercising caution while making purchases. Number 4. Staying on top of the latest fashions. Keeping up with the Joneses doesn't have to mean going into debt. Even a peer pressure of societal expectation nudge you into that direction. Whatever the current must-have tag item may be within your circle of friends, colleagues, and neighbors, it doesn't suggest you must have one as well. Because these folks cannot afford them, they submit to the same temptation you are hoping to prevent. Most American employees are said to live paycheck to paycheck based on recent surveys. Well-off individuals are aware how relative life quality may be. Millionaires may not have actually possessed the most modern iPhone, but they can easily buy a whole shop of device if they so desired. What matters to you is more significant than what others think of you. Establish goals for the present and the future of your lifetime. Make your own choices and don't rely on anyone else to do so. Number 5. Extendable warranties are also included. After purchasing a new 4K TV, you may have been asked, would you like to get a warranty? Consumer Reports says a successful and wealthy person would answer no. In fact, extended warranties do not provide a better return of your investment than a standard warranties, despite the common belief among consumers. Consumer Reports claims that sellers pocket up to 50% of cost of extended warranties. The wealthiest don't buy extended warranties. So, what are habits for wealthy? They look into things, so you should do the same. Before before agreeing to an extended warranty. For example, make sure you've checked the manufacturer's guarantee. The extent of your insurance coverage may surprise you. In addition, weigh the expense of future repairs against the benefit of purchasing an extended warranty. In the most cases, it's more cost-effective to save the money you'd spend on extended warranty and use it to pay for future repairs. That salesman who is trying to pitch you on an extended warranty, just shut them off right away. Number 6. Inflated rates of interest. To avoid paying outrageous interest rates on loans, the wealthy strive to keep their credit scores high. Your interest rate on a variety of loans, including auto loans and mortgages, is heavily influenced by your credit score. Higher credit scores can save huge amounts of money and loan interest. A poor credit score could prevent a person from getting a loan of any kind. To maintain a clean credit record, those who have achieved financial success pay their bills on schedule, keep their levels of debt low, and correct any errors that may exist. Contacting credit card companies to request an increase in your credit limit is another option for those who already have good credit history but are still carrying a charge on some of their credit cards. Higher limits minimize the percentage of your available credit that you are using, which could improve your credit score. Lower interest rates allow you to pay off debits more quickly. Number 7. High-end brands. When it comes to everyday purchases, many wealthy people don't opt for designer brands, even if you see them on the red carpet. Even though they have the money to shop on high-end boutiques, they know they should constantly do so. IKEA founder Ingvar Kamprad told media he only wears thrift store clothes to set a positive example, and Bill Gates carries a $10 watch despite of having enough money to afford a closet full of Rolexes. So, what do wealthy people typically purchase? On any given day, the answer may change. Former First Lady Michelle Obama, for example, was no stranger to designer wear. During her husband's presidency, she was spotted boarding Air Force One and holding public engagement outfits from Target. Think twice before spending $200 on a couple of designer clothes if you really want to dress like the rich. Maybe a $30 piece of denim from a cheap store will do just as well. Over $1,000 monthly can save with these money-saving tips. Consider your options carefully when you are out shopping and never spend more than you can afford. Number 8. Unhealthy food. What are the odds that you'll catch a billionaire gobbling down kebabs, burgers, or fries from the ready-to-eat department of your local supermarket? It's quite unlikely in my opinion. If you're rich, you'll go to great lengths to incorporate healthy eating habits in your daily meal. A millionaire's daily meal is vastly different from that someone with a moderate income, yet it has nothing to do with the price of their food. Cereals and veggies are the same for them, but they eat them in a far more environmentally friendly manner. Lettuce would be an excellent substitute for buns when it comes to enjoying your hamburger. Number 9. Fees charged by banks. These are fees for banking services just like there are fees for other businesses. Think like rich people if you want to figure out a way around these expenses. Certain accounts at the banks have monthly service charges. Don't open a bank account with these companies. To avoid the monthly burden of paying bank fees you didn't have to, open a simple transaction account. Overdraft costs accounted for $11 billion in fees charged by America's major banks in 2019, as per the Center for Responsible Lending (CRL). If you don't factor in ATM and other ancillary costs, that's already a lot of money. Number 10. A house that's just too expensive. It may seem ridiculous to criticize the wealthy for their opulent lifestyle, but the truth is, the wealthy are always on the lookout for the best discounts. In order to avoid feeling like taken advantage of, the wealthy always look for the most quality and responsible price. Despite the fact that they are shelling out millions, they'll still try to get a discount on the original amount. Warren Buffett, the billionaire investor, continues to reside in Omaha, Nebraska, a home he purchased in 1958 for $31,500. He bought a 3,588 square foot property in Laguna Beach, California for $150,000 in 1971 and sold it for $7.47 million in 2018. What a fantastic return of your investment. For most homeowners, Warren Buffett's fortunes aren't comparable, and there's no guarantee that home's value will rise in the future. Make do with what you've got and make it work for you by purchasing something within your means. Also, don't forget to make deals. Income taxes are 11th item on this list. Just because the wealthy can afford to pay less in taxes does not justify a boycott of your own. Anyone earning over $1 million already has work like you putting in the time and effort. It is estimated that almost a quarter of wealthiest Americans do not pay any federal income tax at all, but I'm not quite certain if not just how the wealthy are or if they just smart about how they handle things. As a result of this, the IRS has launched an inquiry into whether or not this is an illegal practice. There are two traits you can be sure about the wealthy. They know precisely when their money has gone, and they understand precisely what's not to do with it. I really hope this video was helpful to you, and if it was, please like this and subscribe to our channel. That being said, have a wonderful week and we'll talk again soon.